And by email, you can get in touch with us, royundhg@bigpond.com, as you see on screen now. Now, we start off with, better put my glasses on for this lot, with a terrific email from Prague. This is from Norm at the Fat Boys Bar in Prague.
Oh, Norm, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, boys. I'm writing to you from Prague to let you know the passion for the Socceroos is alive and well, imprisoned by in the faith of football. Norm is. I'm sending you 2 shots from the Fat Boys Bar in Prague. One before the Aussies, second goal against Croatia, and the other photo at the moment we scored. So we go to the first one. Tension in the bar, Fat Boys Bar. There's Norm, second from the left there. And then that's great. And there, winning, Australia go through to the round of 16. Harry puts his only goal in the back of the net for the competition before he comes to gout. Terrific. Thanks very much.
Tell a story.
It does.
Can't photos sometimes tell you more than words?
Now, Roy, we've got, I think we've got one from Mexico here.
Yes, Manuel from Mexico says, Dear HG und Roy.
Good.
We are.
How is Manuel, by the way?
Pretty well, looking at the subtext. He adds here. Very well, thank you, HG. Should you ask? Close brackets. Open brackets. Love the new Big Dukes E-Class Mercedes. We are from Mexico City, and is wondering you have seen our friends Pablo, Juan, and Pedro anywhere around Oringen. If you are, then could you tell them to ring home? Juan has just won a new lawnmower in a lottery. Yours, Manuel.
Well, we went and took the Dribble cameras out to Camp Oringen and found the boys asleep. There, Pedro, here they are, Pedro on the left, Juan in the middle, and Manuel on the right. And they really love their football.
They love their football.
They're prepared to dress up and, you know, really get amongst it. And here they are talking to the Dribble cameras.
Yeah, they love the Australian style. I think it's the one on the left. I think that's Juan, who just won the lawnmower.
Isn't that great? Look, he looks very happy. And here's the Australian style.
They're imagining what it would be like to have a lawnmower.
It's great. Really enjoying being part of the beautiful game here in Oringen, Germany. And, of course, Mexico. What a great match they played the other day. I think it was against Argentina. That's been the match of the comp so far.
Yes.
Terrific game. And they can go home with their heads held high. Sadly, I don't think any of their players are going to get a Mercedes named after them, but that's a separate issue. That's between them and the German car maker. Now, I've got one from Mikey here. Mikey in WA. Mikey is soccer mad, 7-year-old from Perth. Let's have a look at how mad he is.
Nicky, the big World Cup in Germany 2006, and the players are coming out. Feeling the letter for your goalie, and Brady. Ready, shoot.
Right,
Isn't that
he's a
great?
real Schwarzer looking like. I mean, it's hard to say whether it's Mark who's his hero. I guess it must be.
Well, or Zelko Kalic.
Zelko Kalic. He was more Schwarzer than Kalic, I think, because he actually did stop the ball.
Well, he stopped the ball and dropped it, which I like.
That Kalic touch. A combination of the two.
Well, I hope he kicks on, because you need madness to be a goalie, and Mikey looks as though he's got that in spades. Now, you've got another email there.
Yes, I do. This one comes from Fritz Schwieberg in Dresden. He says, this World Cup has just been fantastic and unreal. I'm very much a respecter of the thoughts of the great Australian coach, Raleigh Rassick. Isn't that great?
Well, he's only seen him through our exposure of Raleigh here in them.
Has Raleigh Rassick been impressed with the media coverage of your World Cup in Australia? Has he said anything about it specifically? Yours, Fritz Schlielberg in Dresden. Well, I think he has said one or two thoughts, and we can go to that now. Raleigh, give us a thought.
I think the greatest aspect of everything is that the nation as a whole has embraced the game as the game, sport of the future. Secondly, I think that credit must be given to the players who have played that very important role.
What about the media?
Thirdly, the Australian media could not be better. I think there is nothing in the world that Australian media could give to the team and to football itself.
Right.
Well, there you go. There's nothing more they could have done. They're enormous raps from Raleigh Rassick.
Incredible. Who knows his media and knows his
world game.
And
so I hope that satisfies you, Fritz. Yes.
Now,
thumbs up from Rally with the media, the Australian media.
Roy, can I ask, has the media been standoffish towards the World Game historically in Australia?
32 years ago, it went Rally Rassic mad. Remember the headlines? Rassic genius.
Golden era.
Golden era begins
inspired.
now.
Rassic super coach.
Yes. Rassic for Prime Minister.
Right. They go that far, did they?
Of Germany.
Roy, look, I think the media's done a tremendous job, and you know, I know
they've been almost professional, haven't they?
Almost professional, and I know when the votes come in, there's a lot of votes for that effort from the Australian media. You know, sure, you can talk about Les Murray and his introduction to the word football, and
is he going to get a DSO?
He is. He's got the
hitting medal.
He's got the hitting medal in his hip pocket for services to football by doing nothing. He's got obviously Craig Foster, Simon Hill,
new car,
Emma Simpkins.
New car?
New car? A Big Dukes. Is he getting Big Dukes?
I'd love to see a bit of Big Dukes.
Wow. That is news.
Steering his way around, you know.
Well, that's all ahead of us, and sadly, this what we'd call quarterfinal edition of the Dribble comes to an end with some terrific games before us. Roy. What have you got?
Germany v Argentina.
Yes,
I think Argentina 4-0 over Germany. That's
did you get that Taipei bet on that?
I did.
Yes,
I did. That's the only place I could get a bet on. Chinese Taipei
for 4-0.
Yep, 4-0.
Italy, Ukraine.
Yeah, Ukraine. I think will beat Italy because we saw how ordinary Italy were and cheating mongrels that they were. And I think if Mark Shield, the very great Australian referee, has got anything to do with it, Italy haven't got a chance.
3-0.
3-0 Ukraine over Italy.
The big one, Brazil v France. Remember, this is a rematch of the match in 1962.
Oh, what a match that
was. It was just incredible.
Unreal.
If they can produce football like that this weekend, we're in for a real treat.
I'm predicting Brazil over France.
And when I talk about treats, you know what I'm talking about, don't
Schnitzel.
you? Strudel.
No, strudel.
And schnitzel.
Schnitzel in there already, strudel yet to come. Brazil 8 over France 0.
So you see an old-fashioned scoring fest.
I do. I do. I think
the big
Ronaldo
one, the final
will break all records.
Now, Portugal v England. Let me say just this, that Beckham, the captain's missus, has flown back to England to spend the best part of $4,000 Australian on getting her hair extensions cut.
Oh, this is posh.
That's how serious Posh is taking this game.
Wow. Hair extensions.
Hair extensions trimmed. I mean, they don't grow, but she's going to get them trimmed. Now, Roy, Portugal v England. Can, at last, England be put out of their misery?
Look, I think England can hold Portugal. I think it'll be 0-0 after 90 minutes. It'll go into extra time, still 0-0, and then there'll be a penalty shootout.
0-0.
0-0. And the game will then be cancelled through lack of interest. So they go. And I think Brazil then goes straight into the final because there'll be no one to play.
What a fascinating weekend ahead of us. Join us next week when once again Dribble comes to you live from Germany and the World Cup continues for another week. We leave you with a little bit of tunnel romance, which is always a great sight, before the players come onto the park here in Germany. See you when we meet again, Dribble freaks.
Bye.
But you talk about the tension of this encounter coming up between Brazil and Ghana. Well, you wouldn't think so, judging by what's happening in the tunnel.